How much you pay to buy a new or second-hand car depends on whether you are buying from an agency, a dealer or an individual, according to a new guide for drivers released by servicemarket.com and carswitch.com. If you're purchasing a brand new car from the agency, or a pre-owned car registered under the agency or dealer, then you'll have to pay 5% VAT on the car's value, wrote Suhail, a senior writer at servicemarket.com, a marketplace for home services. However, how the tax is applied to that sale is still unclear, according to Mr. Suhail, as it can either be applied to the recommended selling price or the actual invoiced amount, which could be a discounted figure. On the other hand, buyers of used cars still registered under the original owners but being sold through dealers will have to pay 5% on the profit the car dealers are making, said Mr. Suhail. Bill Carter, Chief Systems and Innovation Officer at Autodata Middle East, said if a dealer buys the car for DH80,000 and spends DH5,000, his costs are DH85,000. He then sells for DH100,000 and VAT is charged on the DH15,000 profit, costing DH750, said Mr. Carter. However, the best way to buy is direct from another consumer. There is no VAT if it is a consumer-to-consumer sale, so we may see traders pretending to be consumers and selling through classified ads, said Mr. Carter. For that reason, it is better to buy direct from the original owner or through a car sales platform that enables transactions directly with the owner. Last month, the Federal National Council (FNC) member Saeed Al-Rihmidi called for a cap to be placed on the rising cost of buying a car ahead of the introduction of VAT. Mr. Al-Rihmidi referred to an unspecified report that he said found the UAE has the steepest car prices in the Arabian Gulf. Today there is a lot of talk that the UAE has the highest prices in the Gulf, and with value-added tax, there is a fear of inflation, he said during an FNC session. Here are some other ways VAT affects motorists in the UAE. Infographic by servicemarket.com. Car loans. No VAT is applied to car loans are the related interest rates, with most banks yet to alter rates on motor loans, according to the guide. This means the banks will absorb any application of VAT for the time being. However, bank loan processing fees, usually in the range of DH500 to DH1,500, are subject to 5% VAT, said Mr. Suhail. Annual renewal costs. While VAT is not applied to either car license registration or inspection fees, the prices of both government services increased in December. The car license renewal fee was increased by 17% from DH300 to DH350, and the inspection fee went up by more than 20% from DH140 to DH170, according to servicemarket.com and the car sales platform carswitch.com. Read more. Almost half of UAE residents worried about increased living costs from VAT. UAE residents cut back ahead of VAT introduction. VAT in UAE, 20 free zones told they are exempt from levy. Car insurance. VAT is applied to car insurance, so factor that increased cost into your budget. This is in addition to new regulations for the car insurance industry that were rolled out at the start of 2017. They included increasing the maximum liability for third-party damage from DH250,000 to DH2 million. This stipulation, along with other changes, increased the cost of car insurance policies across the board. Data from the comparison site YallaCompare.com found that drivers in the UAE paid an average of 14.9% more for their car insurance in 2017 than in 2016. Consumption costs. UAE residents must also factor in higher consumption costs because VAT is applied to petrol, diesel and other oil and gas products at the pump, while SALIC tags and recharge cards are exempt from VAT, as are parking fees. Expect to pay VAT for both residential and commercial parking. If your residential rent includes charges for parking, then it will not apply to you. Services and repairs. Car maintenance has also become more expensive as VAT applies to services such as oil changes as well as car repair services such as the purchase of spare parts. Car washing at the petrol station also has VAT applied.